Welcome to stop. Welcome to Conversations in the Closet. I'm Teresa Romer here with my friend Maz. How are you doing today, Maz?
I'm doing good, Teresa. How are you?
I'm great. How was your Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving was good. Same old routines. Eat, pretend to shop, and take naps. Mentally pretend to shop again. Take a nap, and then actually go out and try to shop and pretend that you're shopping and come back home and sleep more.
So you're one of those crazy people that likes Black Friday.
I don't. I don't. I just like going out there looking at people because being in the tech industry, we know that Black Fridays are not deals.
Right.
They're just false advertising to lure people in to buy last season's products.
Right. Exactly. Exactly.
So I love it when people push each other in lines and try to get in front of each other because they think that they're getting like the latest TV or something,
Right.
or
Right.
the latest Apple Watch, but I mean you're being dumped the last season stuff to get rid of it in the store.
So you just like going and watching people make fools of themselves.
Well, no, I don't want to sound that much of a bully and an asshole, but let's just say it's better than watching a movie after, Thanksgiving.
See, and I would prefer to, or I do prefer to just hang out, play cards, watch movies, whatever. I don't want anything to do with shopping. Ugh, no, it drives me crazy, especially during the holidays because the malls are so crowded. Everything is packed. People are rude.
Oh yeah,
People's tempers
let's
are short fused.
let's not forget people's driving.
Yeah, so as far as I'm concerned, I just the more I can shop online, the better off I am. Just so I don't have to deal with all that because there's just rude people everywhere during this holiday season. It's horrible. But one of the
Yes.
greatest things that happened during Thanksgiving was Prince Harry got engaged.
Yes, and we're actually so excited about it as if he's our prince.
Isn't that funny how we're so excited for some prince from another country, But I mean, like,
Well, because we don't have any news right now to be happy about, so this is the only thing we're happy. So I think we should all go over there for the wedding and just watch it.
well, I think the reason we're so excited is because he's engaged to an American woman.
Right, right. That's a
So
new.
that's right. So that's just totally got us so excited because, for him to be engaged to a biracial, divorced.
Divorced, yes.
Oh,
That was kind of a question mark for me as to how they would allow. Normally, they don't allow princes and dukes and lords to marry anyone that was. Well, I know prince. I don't know about dukes but I know for sure princes that are in the line to uh, be accepted for the throne are not allowed to marry anybody that is or was previously married. So this was a pretty new step for the royal family to take for this engagement. It's intriguing.
well, it just shows you how times are changing. Number one, she's an American. Number two, she's biracial. Number three, she's divorced. I think the one thing she's got going for her is she wasn't Catholic. So, because if she was Catholic, there was another roadblock. So, I think it's just extremely exciting for Americans to be a part of this quick. I mean, I say quick because it seemed like the other prince took forever to get engaged. I mean, they dated for years. I think it was like 6 years or something they dated before they ever got engaged. Um,
Yeah, but
so
let's not forget that he's much closer to the throne than Harry is.
right, right. I think Prince Harry is like fifth in line,
Well,
and then
right now he's yeah with William's children.
right,
I think he's fifth. Yeah, he's fifth in line,
and
which will probably never happen in this lifetime. You know,
so yeah. But I think they're going to change his title then to Duke and Duchess, I believe, when he gets married.
I think he'll be a prince, but she will be a duchess.
Right.
I don't think they'll change his title.
Maybe not. Maybe not. But
No,
yeah.
no.
So yeah.
But she's
Well,
not going to be princess, or
no, no. I mean, we'll probably label her princess because we love that little fairy tale label, but I think she'll take on the title of Duchess. Um, but it's really exciting because they're breaking all the British molds. It's like the rebel that Harry's always been.
He's always
Um,
been like that. He's always been a free
yeah,
spirit. He's been like a wild Mustang.
I think I feel like that's just part of his mom. Because Diana was the same way. She just she didn't adhere to all of the strict policies. She broke many,
Yeah,
and we loved her too.
oh my God. She was
I
fantastic.
remember the day she passed away. I just cried and cried and cried. I was just I couldn't believe it had happened. I mean, I loved that woman. I loved all of her free spiritedness. I loved how she went against everything and did what she wanted anyways. And I just feel that Prince Harry is so much like her. And I think Princess Diana would totally, totally love Meghan Markle. I mean, like, what's not to love about her, right? I
I
mean,
like her. I
did
like
you?
her, to be honest with you. There's something about her. She's not beautiful. She's not super super gorgeous, but there's something classy about her that is so attractive and mind blowing. She has a very very beautiful, elegant aura around her, and I can see why he got attracted to that.
See, and I think she's beautiful. I think she's prettier than Kate is, and I love the fact that they have recently in the media been showing how when she was 11 years old, she was already helping change the world.
Oh yeah, that's I've done some pretty uh, intense research on her background. She's very involved in public services,
Oh,
so
definitely.
I like that about her, and I think it's a new step for them. So it's a new era for them in the palace.
Well, and what's so exciting too is she's 3 years older than him,
Right,
so that means
three
they're
years
gonna.
older and divorced. Let's remind remind our viewers about that again. No, this is something new. You do not see a prince engaging himself with someone that was previously divorced.
No,
That it's a first time.
and she's older, so that means they're going to have to really get on the ball real soon if they want children, because you know women don't normally have children after the age of. Well, I mean,
Well, Teresa, now 40 is the new 30. 30 is the new 20.
yes, you're right, but then they have to really start being concerned for Down syndrome, because your chances of a Down syndrome baby past the age of 40 is much, much greater than in previous years.
Well, of course, but there's a lot of healthy women that are having healthy children after
Yeah,
40.
right, right. But still, I mean, she's 36. I don't know how close she is to 37,
I think
but
they're getting married in spring, so
they're getting married Memorial
it's
Day weekend.
yeah, so normally in such cases they immediately start making a family.
So 9 months from now, or 9 months from May, we'll have a baby.
Maybe, maybe, you
I
know,
know. Yeah,
they
I
have
know.
nothing to worry about. They have all the money in the world. They have everything. They have peace. They live in a damn castle, a mansion. I mean, what person cannot be um, eased with such an environment to make children? I
So, do
don't
you
know.
really think she's going to give up her acting career for this new title?
It's not giving up. She has to give it up.
That's what I'm saying. So,
Well, obviously, she accepted to give it up.
I'm just in my eyes becoming a princess or a duchess of a country is way more gratifying and fulfilling than being an actress.
Oh, I totally agree. And her being so engaged in public services and volunteer work around the world, I think she'll enjoy this.
Do you think she
There's
can adjust?
she you know I promise you it went through her head a million times before she went towards the steps of an engagement. She probably thought about it. She's gonna have to give up a lot of things. A lot of them give up a lot of things when they marry into such families.
Right, right. So I'm just saying a lot of people become actors and actresses because they love the spotlight. So in my eyes, she's just giving up one spotlight for another spotlight, and this
For a
one's going to
better spotlight, yeah.
right. That's what I'm saying. It's a much more fulfilling and gratifying spotlight, I think, in my eyes.
I totally agree with you. For a much more different standard of a spotlight, more respected, more idolized in the world for that title.
So, how do you think this is going to happen with her and Kate? I mean, like, I don't know if there's ever been two princesses in the spotlight at the same time.
I don't think there has been in their family. Well,
Right.
Fergie and Diana were um,
Yeah, but Diana outshined Fergie big
Diana
time.
outshined the world. Honestly, Diana outshined the world. It was
Right.
nothing could be compared to her. And
Right.
to be honest with you, I have to say this, I'm a huge Kate fan. I think that she has so much class and elegance that Diana had. Um, I just see so much of Diana in her.
Oh, definitely. So
So
much. So much.
Megan has a lot of competition with that. Who knows? Who knows if they're gonna have rivalry with each other or if they're gonna actually get along with each other. But I can tell you that Kate has outdone herself with, since she's been married, with
Yes.
her, with her image, with her um, involvement and engagement with the people of England and the world. So she's ahead of the game right now.
Yes. Very much so.
And she's the mother of future kings and queens, so that's a different story. You don't know how they feel about each other right now, but you people might know in the future.
You're right. You're right. Yeah. I really like her, though. Something went wrong. Shit.
Yeah, I see two screens.
Are you there?
Teresa?
Maz,
Yeah, I'm here.
I don't know what happened.
I
Something
saw
just,
I saw two screens.
yeah, something all of a sudden, like I was gone. And so then I don't know where I went. And then I had to pop back on. And then there was two of me. I don't know what happened. Okay. So how much time do we have left? Can we cut this out?
Yeah, we can cut it out. Don't worry. We have about 10 minutes left. 9 minutes and a half.
Oh, shit. Okay. So we were on, where were we? We are just talking about how much I like her.
You were saying about Kate and their.
Right. And you were talking about how much we like Megan.
You were saying how much you like Megan. I was saying
Right.
how much I like Kate.
Right. Okay. I'll pick it up from there.
You pick up from Kate.
Yeah.
Okay. 1, 2, 3.
Right. So it sounds like I really like Megan and you really like Kate.
That sounds pretty right. That's pretty right. But let me also say I do like a lot of the things that Megan has represented in the past. So I do like Kate because I know she's kind of in the spotlight like Diana was, but I also like Megan. I guess she needs to grow onto me.
Well, I think the reason you like Kate better, and correct me if I'm wrong, is Kate's already got a proven track record, and she's been around for quite a few
I
years,
think
and
that's it. I
so
think people are used to her. Yeah.
right, right. But what I do like about Kate is Kate does not let the media control her. It always seemed like Diana was running from the media, and the paparazzi was just all over her, and it was just horrible. It seems like, in my eyes, Kate really has control of the media. She puts out the pictures that she wants put out about her kids. She doesn't let the media try to go after and get certain pictures and stuff. So it just seems like Kate has more control over the paparazzi and the media, I think, than back when Diana was in the spotlight. And so I think it's going to be fun to see how Megan does.
Yeah, but also let's not forget Diana was extremely shy.
Oh, yeah.
Diana was very shy, so for her being pounded by the paparazzi was a nightmare. So she was constantly on the run from the media because she had a very shy um, image about herself, and I believe her son carries the same kind of attitude. William is not that fond of being around cameras. He's not that fond about being, in events. You can see that he's just like his mother,
Right.
always with a tilted head, looking down, very shy, um, very non-engaged to that world.
And you rarely see Kate and William have any public affection for each other, and yet with Harry and Meghan, they're constantly caressing each other, holding hands, arms around
Yeah,
each other.
that's different. It's something. That's what I'm telling you. It's something new. Something
Yeah,
new that no one has ever seen. I told you, I've been in Germany for almost half my life. So over there, the royal families, whether it's from Sweden, from Denmark, England, Spain, so, there's a lot of Holland. There's a lot of involvement of knowing about the royal families. So I've been pretty active seeing what's been happening in most of their lives. And I can tell you, this is something very new. This is something very fresh that's happened to have the Prince of England uh, engage to a person that used to be an actress, divorced and older than himself,
and
and American.
and biracial.
And
Don't
biracial. Well, biracial, I mean, I don't think that plays any role in society today anymore. Um, but I just think it's something very new. It's provocative. I like that.
I think it's exciting. I mean, like it's just got all of us fired up and excited, and you know what? In with everything that's been happening in America, it just brings a ray of sunshine to our lives to get to be engaged with something so amazing. And for this next 6 months, I think it's going to be so exciting to watch this engagement and see how it all unfolds, and just get to live vicariously in this little fairy tale.
Oh yeah, because um, it's the first time that we have someone representing us.
Right.
In a royal family at this point, in such a royal family. Let's just say that.
And it's so exciting because I can remember watching Diana's wedding. And
Oh
it
my
was,
God,
oh my God, it was just so huge.
that was
And
the event of a century.
oh my God, it was just massive. And her gown, and oh my God, it was
Well,
just
because at that time, uh, Prince Charles was the crown prince.
right.
So he had all the obligations and privileges of being the crown prince.
Right.
So it was honestly was a fairy tale wedding. It was,
It was. And we
yeah, it
all,
was.
and we all felt like we were a part of it.
Oh, that was beautiful. I mean, I was just a kid. I don't remember much, but it was when you look at it in history documents, documentaries, you see that it had a different, uh, it had a different glow
Yeah. I mean, it was almost like
compared to something else.
it was almost like a Cinderella.
She was Cinderella. She
Yes.
had that. She made everything so perfect.
Yes.
She
Yes.
made that. And I remember I had just gone to Germany to visit my mom. It was back in '97 when she passed away. As soon as I got to Germany, the news hit that Diana had passed away. And I can tell you this, being in Europe at that time, hearing that, everybody was mourning. I mean, it was a silence in the air for at least a week.
Oh,
And I'm
yeah.
talking about just Germany. Let's not forget about England, but I'm just talking about Germany and other countries that I went around that time, which was Spain and Italy. It was a dead silence. That's how everybody loved her.
Well, and let's not forget the funeral, and watching her two sons have to walk behind that casket as it was being paraded through town. I mean, like I sobbed. Everybody. It just seems like wherever you were, you stopped and you watched that on TV. It was just so sad. As we watched her wedding and the princess and the fairy tale
Yeah.
then we had to watch that funeral, and that percussion, and it just tore your heart out because you felt like you were a part of it. You watched her get married. You watched what the paparazzi did to her. And now, correct me if I'm wrong. I think after her death, the rules about paparazzi changed a little bit. Like they couldn't now they can't like get within a certain amount of feet of.
The rules changed in Europe, not in America. The
Okay,
rules changed in Europe. I believe they brought this new rule that it was a certain, I think it was 100 meters, and they were not allowed to chase anybody with a car.
right,
So here, those rules have not changed. The
right. So
paparazzi here is such, they're so full of shit that they try to suck life out of you trying to get a picture.
right, right. So I guess the takeaway here is that maybe because of Diana's death, something good did come from it. Meaning, the new rules changed with the paparazzi, because of her death and the way she was chased.
I believe so. I believe so. But remember, that was such a sad summer because do you also remember Versace passing away?
Yes,
So everything
yes,
happened that summer, and Versace was a very good friend of hers.
yeah, yeah,
So it was just going back in that memory lane. I just thought about it. For instance, it was a really crazy summer.
yeah. It- like I said, that whole funeral thing, just, and listening to Elton John sing that song. I mean, like literally, I can remember that day like it was yesterday. I sobbed. I just could not quit sobbing. It was just so.
Everybody sobbed.
I mean,
Yeah, it was sad.
I sobbed like she was my best friend or something, or a family member. It
Teresa,
just, it
will
was
you
horrible.
sob? Will you sob if the paparazzi chases me and I die, Teresa?
Well, of course we all would. So I personally have not had to deal with paparazzi, and people always joke with me that I'm one of Houston's biggest celebrities or whatever. But what's so funny about living in Houston is you don't have to worry about paparazzi because
Right.
they don't exist here.
They do exist, but they're so limited, you know.
Yes, yeah, I mean
Uh,
like so limited.
yeah, like over here in LA, they're like cockroaches.
Right. And I mean, like here, it might show up that, oh, Lady Gaga was dining at some restaurant, but nobody got a picture of her, but there was news of it. So
Right,
it's,
right.
it's, it's kind of funny in Houston, you don't even have to really worry about paparazzi.
Yeah,
So,
that's the thing, because even when Beyonce comes there a lot, because that's her
right,
hometown,
right,
you don't
right.
see pictures of her being posted that much in Houston. And
No,
when her
no.
mom comes and her family's there, it's pretty. I guess it's pretty private.
That's what I'm saying. So if you ever want to move somewhere as a celebrity and not have to be stalked, I do believe Houston would be one of those cities.
Houston, yeah, because I know Atlanta, Georgia, and other states like that. They also have a lot of paparazzi.
Oh, I think Atlanta has a lot. Miami has a lot.
Yeah.
Chicago, yes and no. New York, LA. But yeah, considering that Houston's, I think, the third largest city in the United States. It's kind of strange that we don't have more of a paparazzi problem here.
Well, I guess because everybody's just looking for oil over there.
That is true.
I would rather look for oil than look for celebrities.
Yeah, but then you would be out of business because your business is celebrities.
My business is celebrities, right? My business is celebrities and their daily lives. And well, we're not as dirty as paparazzi. We empower celebrities' lives for
That's
the
what I'm
best.
saying. Right, right,
Yeah,
right.
but true, true. I don't think our business would strive that much in Houston
No,
as we do over here. But
no. So it's
very
just
true.
gonna be fun to watch this whole engagement play out. And it's really interesting because they've barely been dating a year, and their engagement's going to be extremely short. Six
Do you think
months.
that they've been dating less than a year? I think it's been more. I think they've been on and off and keeping it a secret, and then finally showing it to the public. The past less than a year.
Well, no, but in their interview, they said it's only been a year. So I don't know. I mean, like when they actually did their interview, they said that it had only been about a year, and so and they met on a blind date, so that was interesting too. But it'll just be interesting to see. It's a short engagement by by U.S. standards, because normally engagements are at least a year. But
Yeah.
it'll be interesting. And of course, the royal family is paying for the wedding, so that's great. I'm sure Meghan Markle's family's happy to hear
Teresa, you and I are always trying to find the loopholes of, of money management.
that. So she's going to get that princess wedding and not even have to worry about the bill.
No, I think it's a nice representation of the United States. It's
It
something
is.
that we need right now, to be honest
Yes,
with you.
yes, that's what I'm saying. With all the sadness that we've experienced this past year, it's going to be such a nice breath of fresh air. So, like I said, we're so excited, and I hope everyone stays tuned and watches this whole thing unfold, and we get another beautiful princess over there in England to just show us how it's done, right? So,
Exactly.
with that said, guys, I hope you all have an amazing rest of your day. Tune in again next week to hear our next podcast. And with that said, make sure you check me out everywhere on social media. I'm on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram. I'm out there. Look for me. And for now, Maz, have a great day.
Thanks, Teresa. You too. Bye, everybody.